I can. Hello.
All right, all right. How you feeling?
Good. How are you?
As well, all is well. I want to thank you so much for coming on the platform. It's
Of
definitely.
course.
Let me see. We're gonna get right into it. I mean, for the guests who may not recognize you or know who you are, let them know what your name is and definitely where you from.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nia Renee, and I am from Little Rock, Arkansas.
That's what's up. Big shout out to Arkansas. Now let me see. Now I gotta ask you this: like, when did you even begin singing?
Well, I first started singing when I was 18 months in the backseat of my mom's car. But as I got older, around like the age of 3, I started to get into church. So I sang at Mount Nebo AME Church. That's my home church, and that's where I grew up at. So yeah, I really got started then.
Wow, that's what's up. I mean, big shout out to the church because that was a lot of people's first like live performances. That was their first time they got to sing or be in the choir or even play the drums or instruments. But a lot of people they ain't been giving it up.
Thanks. Yeah, the church is
Mm.
it's definitely a great starting place.
Yeah, yeah, definitely some of the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? Those are major influences. They definitely planted some seeds, some powerful seeds in your case. Now I can ask you this. Now when did you started to kind of take it serious? Like I'm gonna be a singer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would say around 7th or 8th grade in middle school. Um, you know, I started to get in more into choir and just singing in different talent shows at school. And at some point, I was like, what? I could really do this. So why not try it? I don't really like doing anything else. I enjoy acting and dancing and things like that, but it's not really anything I just feel, like I just 100% want to do as a career. But singing, I just always felt that way. Like I feel secure when I sing, and like should be my career path and what I continue to do.
That's what's up. I mean, you getting a chance to do something like you say that you passionate about. You love to do it. You getting to travel. You getting to meet icons, and
Right.
that's just amazing. You know what I'm saying? Now I can ask you like, who are some of your musical influences in terms of your favorites and people that kind of influence your style?
I would say some of my favorites is Mahalia Jackson, Jill Scott, Whitney Houston, Adele, and Stevie Wonder. I love Stevie Wonder.
That's what's up. I mean, you named some real powerful people. Those are iconic people.
Yeah,
Mahalia Jackson, that's taking it back. A lot of, I guess, I don't know, this generation and even my generation, they're not familiar with it, but she was definitely one of the greatest and still is.
it is. Yes.
That's what's up. Now I can ask you this now. How did you get involved with American Idol, and what is that process even like?
Well, it was like over the summertime before going into my senior year of high school. They started doing virtual auditions because COVID was still around, so they couldn't really do in-person auditions anymore. So I signed up to do one from home, and that's exactly what I did. I just went in my room, did a recording, talked to the producers, and then like 2, 3 weeks later, I heard back from them, and I went to go sing in front of the judges. So I mean, yeah, that's really it. Just signing up and doing it.
Wow, okay, that's what's up. I mean, because I don't know nobody that actually was on American Idol, so I had to ask you. Now singing from home. Now, what was that experience like doing it virtually? Do you feel like that affected your performance or your creativity, or was it kind of all in the same?
I feel like it was about the same. It was probably more comfortable, to be honest, because you're in your own space where you usually practice at or just have fun at. So it felt more at home instead of traveling somewhere and singing in front of producers and just trying to figure out if they like it or not. It's kind of just free.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Now you mentioned traveling. Now you was in Little Rock when you started. Where all did you have to travel to, and what was that experience like? You kind of competing. You nervous, or you got it under control? Was it a lot of pressure, or
Well, my first audition, which was the audition for the judges, I went to LA, which was really cool because I love going to Los Angeles. Los Angeles is like one of my favorite places in the world. So that's where I got to go for that. And then I got the golden ticket and I had to come back to LA for Hollywood Week. So I got to be in LA twice. Not a lot of people get to do that. So very lucky. But it was a lot of fun. Of course, it's a competition. So it's stressful. And, it could be a lot because it's like you're trying to win. You want to get as far as possible, if not win. But everybody was so kind. All the contestants were really sweet. They did a lot of singing together, a lot of singing together. But it was just very encouraging. The whole experience was really great. I really enjoyed myself and I enjoyed meeting so many different artists that are just absolutely amazing. And to just be able to still be in contact with them and continue to lift each other up, it's very special for sure.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm sure that's an experience that a lot of people, they wish they could experience that. Now, was this your first time traveling outside of Little Rock?
No, I do quite a bit of traveling with singing. I started to do way more traveling after American Idol because I started to get different gigs and things like that. So I've sang in Los Angeles a few times, San Antonio. Recently in April, I went to Bolivia. So I went out the country, which was nice to do opera. But I've been to a lot of different states to perform, which is truly such a blessing and such a great experience to just be able to connect with people all over.
Wow, that's what's up. You mentioned opera. I mean, that's something I kind of seen like in the movies and stuff like that. But is that like acting and singing, or what exactly is opera?
Opera, it's on the classical side, so it's, yeah, like how you say it in the movies. It's very popular in the movies, but it's very dramatic. Operas, period. Every opera show out there is extremely dramatic. So a lot of acting is involved. It's very big on stepping out of your comfort zone. I mean, performing period is always stepping out of your comfort zone, but opera takes you way out of your comfort zone because you have to truly adapt to different characters and do so while singing the whole time. I mean, operas are just straight singing, so it's it's intense, but it's really great. I love doing it.
Wow, that's what's up. I mean, it's good to try different things because you never know where your niche may be at. Now, you spoke of doing opera. Now, have you thought about doing like, or I don't know if you have already, like doing like stage plays and musicals, or even, by you going out to the West Coast, getting into acting, being in a movie or being on a TV show or something like that?
Yeah, in high school, I really started to get into doing musicals. I always did it every now and then over the summertime when I was younger because I was a part of the Arkansas Repertory Theater and I was a part of their youth program. So we would put on a musical every summer, but it was just for fun, just so we can get into the habit of, what it's like and if we're even into it. But in high school, I really started to do more musicals. I did like three, four with the school and some outside of school. But I really enjoy doing acting, period, and mainly when you can mix music with it. It really has my heart. So I'm very much a musical person. I'm not so much into plays. I want to sing at some point. So if it contains music, I'm really down for it. But I have nothing against doing acting. It's really fun.
Right, look exciting. I mean, but sometimes you take it for granted, like you watching a movie or a play, but it's so many people that's involved to kind of make
Hmm.
that happen. Behind the camera, the sound, the audio, the digital. So that's what's up. It's a lot of opportunities in that. Now I can ask you about the musicals. Did y'all do the Wiz or y'all did something else?
No, sadly, we didn't get to the Wiz. I would have loved to do the Wiz. But we did Bring It On the musical. We did Once on This Island, and we did Sister Act. So,
That's what's up. Now I could kind of take it back to American Idol a little bit. Now, which icons and singers and entertainers did you meet in that journey? Because I know they got the special guest judges. I know Lionel Richie was one of them, but did you meet anybody else?
I mean, during that process, it was really just those three judges, Katy Perry, Lionel Richie, and Luke Bryan, which are absolute legends, especially to me because I love every single one of them. So that alone was just so special to actually see them in person and be like in the same room as them and talking to them. Because, you can be in the same room, but that doesn't mean you get a chance to speak. But I got to speak and do what I love, which is singing. So it was one of a kind.
Right, yeah, that's amazing because like with Lionel Richie, like people dream of even just meeting them or seeing them perform live, but
Right.
you were able to perform for him. Like you get what I'm saying? Like how many
Yeah,
people can say that? And you did well, you did phenomenal. So that's
thank you.
a blessing for sure. Okay, now I can ask you this. In terms of music, like are you signed? Are you trying to get signed? Are you independent? You want to stay independent? What's the status of that?
Well, right now I'm more of on the independent track, but I would love, absolutely love to sign to a record label. That's my ultimate goal. That's what I'm working towards every day. But as of right now, my current status is independent.
Okay, okay, but that's what's up though, because I mean, you got the experience and you moving around. You know, you've been doing this for a while, so it's like you'll be in a position where you can take the best situation for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Let me see now. I want to ask you a little bit about your music. You got a couple music videos online. For the viewers that might not have a chance to check them out, if you could talk a little bit about the track, I'll be just fine in the video.
Yeah. So I'll be just fine. I co-wrote that song, and I did that right after American Idol. American Idol, it was a great experience. I absolutely loved it. But being sent home, that's never a good feeling. and I just kind of felt like, I was in a place where I was just sad, trying to figure out what my next move would be, even though I was in high school. So, I was super young, but it still just kind of felt like like, what do I do now type moment. And, writing that song, it really helped me figure out, like, things may not be good right now, or you may be going through something that seems tough, but at the end of the day, you'll work through it. You'll always get past it. And, you'll come out on the brighter side. So that's kind of what it's like, just telling you that you'll be fine. It's like a reassurance song. And for the music video, I kind of just wanted to keep it plain, just straightforward. So you can really focus on the words because, like I said, it's uplifting and very encouraging. And I just wanted that to be the focal point of it. So, yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. It's a fire track for sure. I like it. I like it a lot. I
Thank
mean,
you.
your voice, like you say, because when I first heard you sing, like you got like a powerful voice. You sounded like a real grown, mature adult woman. Not to take nothing away from you, but just being that age and having that sound like that, that's powerful.
Thank you.
Let me see. I don't know. Do you get that a lot? Like, or at least back then, did you get that? Like people say you sound
Yes.
older. You sound like an adult. When you was performing and stuff.
I hear that all the time, especially because I'm like 5'2". Some may say I'm shorter than that, but I don't know. I'm sticking to it. 5'2" is the number I'm going with. But people are always like, "Oh, you're so small with such a big voice," and I'm like, "Yeah, yeah."
That's what's up. Now, is anybody in your family have a voice like that, or are you the only one? Or
All my family is full of music, especially my mom's side. She sings. My grandma sings. My great grandma sings. I have some aunts that sing. If they're not singing, then they're playing an instrument. If they're not playing an instrument, then they're dancing. But somehow we all connected to music. So yes.
wow, that's a blessing. I mean, to have people in your family that share the same passion and love. Because a lot of people don't have that. They might be the first in their family to even try to step out and do something like that. But to have I guess an image of your mom singing or your grandmother or your aunts or even to the point where you could perform with them, that's tremendous.
Yeah, it's definitely special. I enjoy it.
Yeah, no doubt. Big shout out to your family because they planted some powerful seeds. You still carrying on the tradition for sure.
Yeah.
Um, Now I can ask you about you got another track with a video Friday night. If you could just kind of talk about the theme and
Well, Friday night is more like a party song. I would just find, it's very slow, very mellow. But Friday night, it brings a little life to the room. I really want it to be a song that people could relate to, mainly people around my age because I'm 20 years old. I just turned 20 last month. And, I'm in college And in college, it's some people that's trying to, get in a relationship, and then there's people that's trying to, play the field. But my song is more of a person that, is about labels. It's some people out here that don't like putting titles on things, but me, I'm a title person. I need to know what it is. So that song, it kind of just fits that. It's fun, but it's also telling you, like, we have something going on in private, which is cool because you don't want everybody in your business. But at the same time, I need to know what this is because you're not going to waste my time. So, that's kind of what it is. Just like a upbeat, somewhat party song that, everybody can have some type of connection to, even if it's your current state or your past state or your future state that you just don't know about yet.
I can dig it. I can dig it. That's what's up. I mean, I'm sure the viewers can definitely relate to that. I mean, your age group and older and younger, we all human, so we all kind of go through that at some point. And I gotta ask you, you had mentioned studying. Are you in school for music, or are you studying something totally different?
Yeah, I'm currently a vocal performance major. I'm a junior, so I'm almost done. But yeah, I study vocal performance, which is more of like on the classical opera side. So that's pretty much what I spend 90% of my day doing.
I can dig it. I can dig it. Now, what all do you do? Like, okay, you had mentioned co-writing. Do you write? You sing, of course. Do you produce? Are you making beats? Do you play any instruments?
um, I do more of, well, I do a mix of co-writing and writing. It just depends. Some songs I fully wrote, some I co-wrote. So that's that. As far as instruments, we don't really get along. I semi play the piano mainly because I have to for school. And because my parents tried to throw me in lessons, but it just did not stick. Sometimes you just gotta let it go, and that's what I did. I accepted I can't play, but outside of that, I mean, I really just sing and write. I haven't gotten really into producing. I've tried. I'm still gonna keep trying though. I'm not gonna give up on that. But yeah, that's really where I'm at.
Okay, okay, that's cool. Now I can ask you, do you have any available projects right now, like other than the two videos? Like you got a mixtape, you got an album, or is that something you're working on, or are you in the writing phase right now, or what's going on?
Well, right now it's just those two songs, which is Friday Night and I'll Be Just Fine. But I do have more songs coming out soon. I'm gonna have an EP coming out in a few months. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I definitely look forward to hearing some more music for you, cause you already got it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in the point where they like, I'm just starting to write, I'm just starting to record. Like you are, all you got to do is keep doing what you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Being great. Um, Let me see now. Do you got any upcoming like shows or events or performances? Anything live?
Yeah. On Thursday I'm going to West Helena, Arkansas for the King Blues Festival. King Biscuit Festival, which is a lot of blues. But I'm going there for that. And then the next day, which is that Friday, I'm going to El Dorado, Arkansas, and I'm doing the music festival down there that they have every year. And then the day after that, I'm going to be in Little Rock, Arkansas at the Dunbar Community Center, and they're having a festival too. So I'm going to be doing their annual festival. And yeah, just stuff like that. That's the main three things that I have coming up.
Okay, okay, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. Hopefully, the viewers in the Arkansas area could come out and show you some support. Let me see. Now, you had mentioned a couple different genres. You just mentioned blues. You said you were doing opera. I guess you do gospel. You do R&B. Is there any other genres that you are into? Do you do rock and roll? Do you do jazz or?
I definitely do jazz. I also do a little country. From Arkansas, country's real big around here. Just mainly in the South period. So I sing a little country. Every now and then. But it's really just my main focus is like R&B, opera, jazz, blues, gospel. When need be, because you love doing a little gospel.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But that's good because you're not in the box. You able to perform, at different levels in front of different people, different crowds. So I mean, that gotta be a blessing to be able to do, multiple genres of music. Because some people, they kind of just get stuck in one place, which is cool. But would want to be able to do everything. Man, that got to be
Right.
a fulfilling experience to rock in front of different types of crowd. Like you rock a country crowd, and you go to the church and rock, and you go to the jazz or the blues festival. That's dope. That's dope. Now let me see. Okay, now do you have like a website, a social media, a Spotify? What is the best way for the viewers if they want to check out your music, they want to support you, they want to see what you're doing? What's the best way for them to do that?
Okay. Well, I have Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and my social media for that is official Nia Renee, and also on YouTube. And then if you would like to stream my music, you can look me up on Apple Music, Spotify, really anywhere that you stream music with Nia Renee. All you have to do is put in Friday Night by Nia Renee and Sean Cassidy, or you can put in I'll Be Just Fine by Nia Renee, and you can find me like that.
All right, cool, cool. So I think I covered pretty much everything. I want to thank you again for coming on the platform. It's truly an honor. Everything that you're doing is great. Just keep doing what you've been doing. I definitely look forward to the future projects that you have in the works. I want to thank the viewers for tuning in. It's been another phenomenal episode of Taye Speaks. So until next time, we out. Peace.